What really happens to people with tattoos after death? Real testimony. My name was Lima, and I never really believed in those stories about life after death. I was always the kind of person who said, when you die, it's over. But everything changed the day I closed my eyes to this world and opened them to the other side. I lived in Texas, USA. My life was ordinary, and I never thought much about what comes after death until I experienced it firsthand. Death came without warning. It was just another night. I left work exhausted, got into my car, and out of nowhere, a blinding flash. The impact came before I could even process what was happening. When I realized it, I was standing beside my wrecked car. People were running, ambulances arriving, and then I saw my own body lying on the asphalt. The shock was immediate. I wanted to scream, to tell them I was right there, but no one could hear me. That's when I felt a presence beside me. A tall man dressed in white with shining eyes looked at me with compassion. Lima, your time has come. That was when I understood I was dead. The judgment of the marks. I was taken to a place that I cannot describe in human words. It was as if heaven and infinity were one, but soon I realized I was not alone. Around me, others like me were waiting. Then a voice echoed, strong yet serene. Each of you has carried marks from life, but some marks go beyond the skin. I looked at my arms. I had always loved tattoos. Each one had a meaning, tributes to my family, symbols of important moments. But at that moment, a chill ran through my soul. The voice continued. Tattoos are symbols, portals that carry intentions. Some are just ink. Others are spiritual signatures. Some carry light, others darkness. That's when I saw it. Some of my tattoos started to glow, but in a strange way, as if they were open wounds in the spiritual plane. It wasn't a beautiful glow. It was something that seemed to corrode my essence. I felt pain as if those marks were burning my soul. Others, however, remained neutral with no reaction. The presence beside me touched my shoulder. Not all marks weigh you down, Lima, but some do. Because everything you place on your skin, you also inscribe on your soul. I had never thought of that. I always assumed that death erased everything, that the body was left behind and the soul moved on. But now I understood. Not everything dies with the body. Some marks cross the barrier of flesh and become part of the spirit. The Creator's revelation. Then something happened. The sky around me opened and an indescribable light filled the space. It was not just any light. It was something that filled me completely. And then the voice spoke again, but this time it was more than just a voice. It was an echo that resonated within me, as if every word was being written onto my soul. Man tattoos on himself what he wishes to show the world. But there are marks that are not chosen with awareness. There are symbols that carry hidden purposes. My mind was flooded with images. I saw people tattooing symbols without knowing their true meanings. I saw tattoo artists laughing, unaware that they were being used as instruments to mark souls. And then came the most terrifying revelation. Many engrave upon their skin the mark of the enemy without even realizing it. They choose it because they think it looks cool. But they do not know what it truly represents. My heart pounded. I saw images of popular tattoos, symbols used carelessly. I saw disguised horns, hidden numbers, seals that did not belong to this world. I saw people who, upon dying, had their souls trapped by these marks, like invisible chains. I trembled. What happens to them? I asked.